I have gone through a lot of different boyfriends, and I finally found the one. I want to be independent in a way. I don't need to rely on him.
You gotta take care of your lazy ass and spoiled who won't stop spending money they don't have.
I can't stop.
Stop what?
Spending, treating myself. I deserve
No
it.
He's taking care of it. Can't rely on you to save anything.
Well, I deserve it. I'm worth it.
Download my new Simpler Budget app today and take control of your money once and for all.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Seattle, and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming in from Seattle. That's a far little journey. What do you do for a living up there?
I'm a supervisor at Starbucks.
Of course you are. That is as Seattle core as it gets. Starbucks can actually be a pretty damn good place to build a career sometimes. I know they're going through lots of union things, and some places are getting shut down, and lots of Starbucks layoffs actually just got announced this week, like 1,000 people or something.
I saw
crazy.
that in corporate.
So how much are you making?
I make $23.64 an hour.
Seattle, 23, and for a manager?
Well, I'm just a shift supervisor.
Shift supervisor.
working
How many
my way
hours a
up.
week do you work?
I want 40, but I get more like around 30.
Why? Why do you think?
Well, I could work at different stores.
Yeah,
but,
why wouldn't you?
I don't drive, so that kind of like keeps me in my little
How's the
area.
public transportation where you are?
Well, it's okay, a little unsafe, but
How unsafe?
well,
What are we going to use that as an excuse? Like, I know you're in like a big radius because we're not going to give a specific location, but
Yeah.
so I'm going to need to.
I mean, I
do
used to
believe
use
you,
it
or
a lot more. Right now, my specific area where I'm at is kind of on
how
like
far
a
away is
sketchy
another store?
road.
How many miles? If you drove, how many minutes would it be?
Well,
If you drove,
13.
cool.
Yeah.
I bet an Uber ride would pay for the extra, 10, 20 hours you pick up a week.
Yeah, well,
So there we go. I've solved your issue.
yeah.
Okay.
I think
So why do you settle for that?
well, I've worked at the other stores in my area. They kind of suck. Honestly,
Okay. Well, your
they're
shift
not
supervisor make them
clean
better,
and-
right?
Well, I tried.
You wanna
I worked
work
at
up.
one of them for 2 years actually and left because it was so horrible. But and the other one, my store was getting remodeled. I had to go to, and it was just an experience I did not have fun at.
So how much comes in through payroll on a monthly basis?
Well, I think it kind of fluctuates up and down because I get tips on my paycheck. So
Yeah, so they tip into the store and then it gets evenly distributed?
so
Yeah.
cash, and then also they just introduced like the credit card tipping in the last couple
sure
years.
they did.
So that has actually increased so much. Like our tips, like I get an
know.
extra like
We
$500.
all feel obligated.
Yeah, for sure. Literally everywhere. But
Yep.
and it's awkward. Like in the drive-thru, we have to like pass them the thing, and I'm like,
Yep.
here you go.
I was gonna ask you a couple questions. Great. Yep, you're one of those. Wonderful. We all love that. Cool. So what hits your account on a monthly basis normally,
like
average?
about 24.
Okay, I had 27,
Oh, okay, cool.
but 24 is average.
Yeah,
so you had
I'd
a
say
little
that's
over.
because I think I have been working a bit more. Like
Well, what's changed?
the hours like fluctuate, like just how busy we are and how much like the store like gets allocated for labor.
Okay, so you made 27, but let's just say you make 24 normally, but whatever. We had a little, if you make more in a month, maybe you're allowed to spend more, maybe we're allowed to put more to savings. That's okay. What did you spend in the last month?
All of it.
No, what did you spend in the last month?
Probably 2,800.
So you're okay with spending $100 more? Why would you say that? Why would you do that? If you know you spend more, why are you okay with that?
I'm not okay with it.
Then why do you do it? Because that is an action that you are doing.
Yeah. I can't stop. I don't know.
Can't stop? What is can't stop?
I
do you
don't
mean
want
can't
to
stop?
stop
Stop what?
spending, treating myself, having fun.
Okay, no, it was 3,526, by the way. So it was completely like it wasn't even close. Even though you made more, you still spent $800 more than came in, and you spent $1,100 more than normally comes in. So can't stop leads to an extra 800. That's a lot of can't stop. How do you not know the number?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm really surprised it was that high. I think maybe Christmas. I don't know.
Christmas.
No,
we're beyond Christmas. We're beyond Christmas. I've heard that a lot in these talks. We're at the end of February. We're beyond Christmas. Christmas is done.
Yeah.
Why are you here? What's going on?
Well, my boyfriend will not propose to me until I get my finances in order. That's not how we want to start a marriage.
A time crunch. How long have you guys been together?
About 3 years.
Yeah?
Yeah, and we've lived together now for over a year. And we just signed it. Yeah, he's in the lobby.
Really?
So we just signed a 2-year lease together, actually, like last month.
Have you guys lived together?
For a year already. Oh. So in the same place, we just extended our lease.
So he'll share a contractual agreement with you, but okay. On a marriage. I mean, that's fair if you don't get your... But you spent $800 more than you brought it in on last month, or $1,100 more than you normally do. So obviously you give a shit more. You don't give a shit about the marriage. You don't give a shit about the proposal. You care more about sweet treats than the marriage. I mean, that's what your actions are leading to. Yeah. So what do you mean that's why you're here? I can't stop you.
Well, we can get a sweet
I can get you
together.
A tool. You spent $800 more than you brought in. Yes, you can get a sweet treat together. Maybe he pays for it.
Yeah.
Maybe you pay for it within a budget. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I think I'm embarrassed by spending that much, and I just,
Then why haven't you changed anything? Because that's a lot of cop-out talk. That's a lot of like, oh, I know I am. Or I'm just embarrassed.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you? Dig deep.
Well,
Let's have something to work with.
I have gone through a lot of different boyfriends, and I finally found the one that I want to be with. And I think this is what I need to do to get my life together. And
why are you just flying through? I guess we all fly through different people until we find our one. How does that impact this? What a statement.
So me and a boyfriend met in high school, ex-boyfriend.
Wait, you're 23. Okay, so like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably we were around 16. He was actually, I was sophomore. He was senior. And
that's what Twitter will say.
Yeah. But I don't know. At least I wasn't a freshman. So he actually got expelled right after we met, and he would like come to meet me at the school.
Oh, maybe he actually is a PDF.
Yeah. Maybe. So
it was just overblown. What did he get expelled for? I guess that has nothing to do with this, but
bringing brass knuckles to school.
What the? It's Seattle.
He never worked our whole relationship. Even though he was older.
You were a sophomore, he was a senior. Okay.
So I took care of him our whole relationship.
A sophomore, you took care of him.
Well, I worked 2 jobs as soon as I turned 16.
So because you took care of him, now you're okay with your fiance taking care of you and not putting in the sacrifice necessary to get to the place where he would actually become a real fiance? Is that what you're trying to say, or what are you trying to say here?
No, I'm just saying that. I mean, that would be nice, but that's not my end goal. Something tells me
that's not what he's looking for, or else he would have popped the ring.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Okay. Are you guys aligned on what you're looking for? I guess we can maybe bring him in at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're pretty aligned. Like, I think.
Well, are you sure? Because you aren't changing the habits that are preventing you from doing the thing that you both want to do. And then you just told me it would be nice if he just took care of you. Why are you talking about this ex-relationship? What does it have to... What?
Well, I spent so much money on him that, like, that's kind of where...
How? A sophomore in high school?
Well...
A sophomore in high school is where all your debt came from? What are you talking about?
I was working, like, 2 jobs and, like...
As a sophomore in high school?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I dropped out every year of high school, actually.
You dropped out of high school?
Yes.
Every year?
Yeah, my freshman year, I was actually...
You just go back and they're like, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Freshman year, I moved to a different state from Connecticut to Washington and just stopped going the last, like, 4 months.
But
they passed
were you able to
me
go
on
to the next grade when you came back?
Yeah. And
so is this like a fucking cheat code that you could just, like, drop out halfway through the year?
Education was a little bit more advanced than what the Seattle requirements were. So they actually had no problem moving me along. I don't know. The high school I went to was not that nice. not in a good
you're
area.
You're blaming this for how you got in debt as a sophomore. I'm so confused on that.
So I would...
Please say what you're trying to say. Sorry. Maybe I'm just interrupting you too much.
No,
Please,
okay.
What are you trying to say?
So I basically just took care of this ex since I was 16, had 2 jobs, gave him all my money. He would have my card, spend on it.
He would just spend on your card?
Yeah, he had my card.
Senior, that expellee would use their sophomore girlfriend that works 2 jobs and just spends all her money?
And I just kind of thought he loved me, so I thought it was okay. Because my ex had pretty much stolen like all my money from me, it was really hard to kind of move on from that.
Okay.
So he had like a drug addiction, and
Well, which one?
My ex-boyfriend.
Well, hold on. It sounds like I don't know which one is an ex-boyfriend. At this point.
So the one I was with out of high school.
Okay.
Yeah. So he had like a drug addiction going on.
Oh. Okay.
And his mom was also doing it with him. It was kind of a screwed up situation.
Kind of weird world. Let's talk about student loans. I know it's something we all want to avoid talking about, but if your private student loans are crushing you, Yrefy might be exactly what you need. They don't rely on your credit score alone. They look for borrowers who have the desire and ability to repay. That's a game changer in a market where most lenders only see a number. Interest rates under 6% guaranteed. That's practically a unicorn in student lending. Plus, they offer structured payment plans to lower your monthly bill, and even a cosigner release program so your mom or dad can step off the hook. Yrefy is known for personal service, no faceless call centers. You get a dedicated rep who actually cares about your progress. They've got a 4.6 star rating on Google, which tells you people genuinely like working with them. So if your private loans are burying you, it's time to reach out. Yrefy wants to help you climb out of debt, not push you further in it. Check them out at yrefy.com/hammer. That is YREFY.com/hammer, or call 888-YREFY-78. That is 888-YREFY-78. Break free from the high interest trap and get your finances under control once and for all.
I had given him my card to go and get groceries or something from the store, and all of the money off my account was gone, and I had like no idea what happened. He came home, completely denied it, said he just bought the groceries that he had brought home. And so I called Safeway and I was like, where is my money? Like, what's going on? Like, this transaction was hundreds of dollars and my boyfriend did not spend that much. And so they were kind of investigating, told me to like come back in, and they showed me the footage of like him at the self-checkout getting the cash.
Really?
Yeah.
And were these like cash advances from a credit card? Or
No, this was like my checking account at the time. Like, because I think I was probably too young.
So again, I'm a little confused why this is I'm in my debt because of this situation, because it doesn't sound like it. Sounds like he was a person. This doesn't sound like any reason that you're here though.
Yeah, well,
at 23.
And then I was opening a lot of credit cards at that time when we had moved in together.
Okay, so you were 18 at least.
Yeah, I was 18 when I opened probably 4 or 5 credit cards.
Why haven't you if you broke up with him 4 years ago, why haven't we fixed anything since then? Especially now that we've been in a relationship for 3 years with someone who wants to marry you, but won't because you want to get together because you're prioritizing sweet treats over him. Why haven't you fixed a single fucking thing?
I want to, but it's just like...
Do you want to, though? Because I talk about this and you immediately go to stories from 5 years ago. Do you want to? Because your actions aren't showing you want to. You spent $800 more than you brought in, $1,100 more than you normally bring in on a monthly basis. What do you mean you want to? You know you spend more money. You acknowledge that you thought you spent $100 more than you make on a monthly basis. Want to? I'm not seeing want. Where's the want? No, you want sweet treats. That's what you're doing. What do you mean want? You know what the word want means?
I mean, but I also just want to live a good life, and I want to be able to live
marriage be a good life?
Yes, but I'm also young and in my 20s. Like, I want to be able to do what I want.
So you're prioritizing that over him. You would rather have that.
Not necessarily.
Should we tell him that? Should we bring him in and you tell him that?
No.
Because that's what you're doing, and that's what you're saying right now.
I mean, I feel like you can have a little bit best of both worlds. Like, we do a lot of things together. We go on trips together.
Sure, but you're talking about your independence. That's what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
You weren't talking about together. You only brought up together once to push back against you. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I think because I've been in relationships since I was so young, like, it can feel good to think about doing things on my own as well. Like, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be married, but independence is good too.
I agree. It's important to have, like, you know, good independence here and there, and absolutely. But again, you are choosing that over your togetherness completely.
Yeah.
Because it is one or another, and at least this ultimatum that's been given to you. And
Yeah.
you are choosing that.
I think, yeah, it's just been hard.
So you do not want to. And if you do, it's a small want. And obviously your want of yourself and individualism is higher.
I mean, I don't think so. Like, I want to be with
How?
him. I just
But
also
you're
want to
saying
spend
that.
money.
Okay,
Like,
but you want that more because that's what you're doing. Yeah. You're choosing that over. Yeah? There we go. You just admitted it. Should we tell him?
I can't deny because obviously
So
the
we should
numbers
tell
show.
him. So we should tell him.
No.
I think we'll eventually have to tell him. Where do you think you are in the world of finances? 0 to 10, 0 being the absolute worst, 10 being the absolute best. Where do you think you are today, self-assessed?
Probably 2.
Okay. If you want your Hammer financial score, go to the link in the description below. You can go to calebhammer.com and check out where you are in the world of finances. It's free. It's a fun little quiz, and we assess you there. If you want to come on the show, come down to Austin, Texas, and get a little financial beating. Have a good time. Just go ahead. Go to calebhammer.com/apply. We'd be happy to have you here. Okay. Alta. Oh my gosh, what is it? Fucking people that go to Alta, man. The people that go to Alta, they're
so
always. What's so good? You're above
Has
the credit fucking limit. So good. That's good. Jeez. Every time anyone goes to Alta or has an Alta card, you know it's about to be a episode. So good, and you'd rather be over. Again, you're choosing Alta over him.
But
you're
I'm
choosing
also
Alta
choosing
over him.
Beauty.
You're choosing your beauty over your guys being together.
He likes my beauty, so it's like...
I think he likes you for you, or else he wouldn't be willing to propose.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that's an add-on.
Beauty's great. Do it. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel great. You're over the credit limit. What the fuck are we doing if we're over the credit limit? That's a completely different world we live in versus you paying it off or even having a little balance. I wouldn't suggest. I wouldn't support that, but you're over the limit.
I do have a little balance.
Well, guess what? You don't. You're over the credit limit.
I pay the minimum every month, and then it like takes out like the fees or whatever, and then I have like $60 to spend. And then
that's still horrible though, because the interest because the interest on here is so. And it doesn't matter regardless because you purchased $71.17. Huh?
Well, that's still something.
Huh?
Like, you can buy some $17.
No, you're over the credit limit, you dumb tit. That's what I am saying.
Well, yeah.
And no, that is not acceptable. That is what a child does. Okay, you owe $1,741.90 on a $1,700 credit limit. Great. I'm glad we're choosing this over him. It's important that you keep realizing that actual reality with an $88 minimum monthly payment, which, by the way, these will stack up like crazy. How long does this take to pay off? Just minimum monthly payments without purchases, which you're incapable of, but go ahead.
Maybe 6 years.
Okay. It takes 6 years, yes.
Oh, okay.
And, of course, it's Alta. And it's Alta.
I mean, it's just
so
so easy, and it's just like
it is easy. That means you can't be.
You can go get your brows done. You can go get your hair done. I used to have pink hair. I got it done there.
Oh wow! So
and
exciting.
It was so easy. Like
so easy. Who gives a fuck? Look, it didn't stick around anyway. Now you're blonde. Is it a fake blonde? We'll never know. Who gives a fuck? Doesn't matter. Only you acknowledge. It doesn't matter. No one gives a f. Who cares about the little purple above your eye? I care about you guys being able to live a good life together and not become one of the criminals that you're afraid of when you ride public transportation in your area, apparently. So let's play a little game. I'm going to bring out, I just want to assess your level of desire for actually purchasing shit. All right. Some little brushes and stuff, right?
yes.
Very exciting. We know you got this. Here, don't flip it over. You go ahead. Tell me Tell me right there what you think that is worth to you in terms of a financial amount that you will spend on that. Tell me. Go ahead.
Like a number?
Yes, a number.
Okay.
What else would you put? Okay, you would spend 12. Here, we got a little creamage. We're creaming. We got some visibly smooth pores. So exciting. What would you spend on this? She says $40. Here we go. We got some twinkle strips. You're going to have to tell me what this is that you got.
It's like highlighter, and then like you can also put it on your eyes and multi-purpose.
How much would you spend on that? Very important shit. $20. That's what it's worth to you. Yeah. That's what it's worth to you. That's the max you'll spend on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's mascara.
Well,
yeah, what's the max you'd spend on that?
That's just like the mini one.
What's it worth to you?
The
sure.
Mini one?
What's it worth to you?
Okay.
What's your max you'd spend on it? Go ahead. What is it? Okay, so the max you'd spend on these little brushes
Morphe
are $12. First of all, you spent $28 on it. You know that? You know that?
No. I almost don't believe that.
Okay, listen. You do not get to leave the studio, neither does your boyfriend, until you download the Simpler Budget app, because at least you guys get the premium version for free. They get a multi-week trial, but you get it for free. It will automatically tell you how much you spend on Lush. You could have a Lush category, and it will automatically connect to your accounts and tell you, okay? Then there's the community functionality in there where you can chat with other people and start your own threads, ask questions, all that stuff. Thread? Yes, you can start an Alta thread because there are people absolutely in there. Absolutely. Use the automatic features. We want to make it the best budgeting app we can. So fucking download it. It's like the easiest thing you could possibly do. So you spent $28. Are you willing to spend $28 on this?
No, that's pretty sad.
Are you willing to spend $208 on it?
No.
No? Well, that's what you're fucking doing. Because after the interest accrues with your minimum monthly payments that you put towards it, mathematically, in the end, you are spending $208 on these dumb little fucking brushes. Yeah, that's right. $40. It's the most you'd spend on this, right? Yeah, $44 is what you spent. Are you okay with that?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, $283. How about that? Because that's what you're actually spending on it. $283. You okay with that?
No, I'd rather have a much nicer
You'd rather
one
do that.
for $283.
Yeah, I agree. Guess what? This is what you're actually doing, though. This is where your decisions are leading you.
Yeah.
$20 on this fucking highlighter thing. You nailed it. $20. How much do you think you're actually spending on it, though? In reality, actual math.
140.
148. Correct. And you're okay with that?
No.
How many could you get in that? Huh? How many could you get? How often do you have to replace this?
Well,
How often do you have to replace this?
no, maybe like every 6 months.
Cool. You could get 7.4 of these. 7.4. We're okay with it. Okay. You are okay with spending 15. You sent 16. That's okay. How much did you actually spend? How much are you actually spending on this?
170?
119. 119. Another 7.4. Math works out either way. You could be getting so much, but you are choosing not to. You're choosing to delay everything, and it's pointless. You're also choosing to delay your engagement.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are hard to look at. I mean, the damage is done. I don't know. I mean, I bought like a Dyson hair dryer. There's $500.
The damage isn't done. You're fucking doing
but
the damage.
I use it every day.
Damage is done. The damage isn't done. Exactly. You use it every day. The damage isn't done. No. You're spending every fucking day across the board on all these. We're going to go through so many documents here. The damage isn't done. The damage is getting done. You're above the credit limit. You're above the credit limit. The damage isn't done. The damage isn't done until this card is paid off because you're accruing interest on it. The damage is endlessly hitting you. This is fucking endless damage, dude.
Yeah. But it's just nice to have these things. Like, it's like comforting.
It sure is. And you could have had 7.4 of them. for the price you're paying for them over time. I'd say that's nicer. I'd say you being able to get engaged is nicer. Well, this is pretty exciting for the world of financial audit.
Something big, Mar.
Nearly 60,000 of you have downloaded my budgeting app, Simpler Budget, in just a few weeks of its launch. And let me tell you, we've heard amazing feedback. People are enjoying the automatic account connections. People are enjoying the community chat. People are enjoying building their budget, sticking to it, and actually changing their lives finally for the first time. Yeah! So download the Simpler Budget app today. Join the 60,000 people who are literally changing their lives for the first time. Literally, this gives you control of your financial future once and for all. So download Simpler Budget today. And remember, anyone who signs up for the annual version of the app at a massive discount, you also get shipped this Simpler Budget notebook, which will be personally signed by me. So check it out. Download Simpler Budget today.
I mean, I just feel like it's worth it to me. Like, I love these things. Like, not as much as I love my boyfriend, but it makes me happy. Like, and why wouldn't you want to be happy? This is my hobby.
Where'd you put just the fucking blow dryer?
On where? Like at Ulta.
At Ulta, so $500? And we know how this math works out. Yeah, you spent $3,700 on that total. And you definitely haven't hit that totally yet. But that's what it's going to cost over the course of forever. Especially you when you're over the credit card limit. And no, you don't prefer your boyfriend over this. You're not putting him over this. Or else you would put him over this. The damage is endless, man. It's the interest accruing. It's the fees accruing. Oh, no fee this month, but you're about to get them. The interest last year alone was $530, and it's only going to get worse.
It's just so addicting to spend, like, just go in there, grab a basket, and just fill it up with what first thing I see.
Your little sweet treat. And I know, but guess what? That is why you are not a credit card person. You cannot have credit cards. You can't have access to other people's money.
But I also don't have the money to buy a $500 blow dryer.
Which means you cannot afford it.
But I want it.
You do want it, but if you can only use other people's money to afford something, you cannot do it because you're delaying your entire life. You are fucking your future self. If you guys have a kid together, you are fucking your kid. And that doesn't sound right, does it?
No.
No. Those sequence of words? No, it does not.
No. It does not.
You can use the Fizz card because at least it builds credit. I'm sure you care about that. But it is only a debit card.
Credit isn't horrible. I mean, it's gone up and down.
Up and down. I'm sure it's down right now because, again, you're above the fucking credit limit for Ulta. So you go in there and endlessly book the services as well?
Well, yeah, like the eyebrow waxing and like tinting.
How often are we doing this? What are we spending on this?
Well,
I promise you he doesn't care as much as you think he does. Unless that was just a cope.
I mean, it's like $50 to go and get them like waxed.
How often?
Like maybe I'll go like once every couple months, and then I'll like maintain at home with men's beard dye.
Just maintain at home. Just maintain at home. He doesn't give a
Yeah. I mean, but it's just also like fun to go in and be like kind of pampered and like, you know,
you keep
get lotion,
oh my
body wash. I smell good.
I get why. You keep bringing up this fun thing like that negates this though. I understand the why. We all know it's fun. There's so many fun things that I like to do. Doesn't mean they're good.
I just don't know how to stop. Like some of this stuff is just like basic, like my razors, my body wash,
Listen, I didn't fight against those, but even still, not on a credit card.
Yeah.
That is maxed out.
Yeah.
You're telling me if you saw in the Simpler Budgeting app that you were over your category, you wouldn't care?
I mean, I just don't have the cash in my...
But that wouldn't stop you? That wouldn't stop you. You said I couldn't stop. That wouldn't stop you.
Well...
If you saw you were over the budgeted limit for Ulta on a monthly basis...
No, it wouldn't stop me.
Then what's the point? What are you ever going to do to achieve this goal with him? What are you ever going to do? How are you ever going to get there?
Well, I think I do need to restrict myself in some ways.
Yes, but how are you going to? If literally seeing that you're going above a limit that you... Ulta's not one of them, so you're not willing to compromise on Ulta. What a fucking statement. You realize what you just said?
It's my my favorite credit card. Like that's the one
It's a credit card. Who gives a shit? This isn't anything that you're getting.
I mean, I got it like
from.
right after the day after my 18th birthday. It's like kind of sentimental.
There's nostalgia associated with this credit card.
Sephora. I only shop at Old.
I don't know how to get past this. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my gosh, I don't care if there's nostalgia. It's a piece of plastic. It's a fucking piece of plastic. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in the fucking world.
It's like pink and like orange though. It's like ombre.
I don't give a Okay, you're being a fucking moron with this. You're being a fucking moron.
And like the point system, like it adds up and then you get free stuff and like.
Yes, I get that. That's
and
good if you
because I'm a credit card member, I get 2 times the points. So like.
Okay.
Like I bet, like.
What are you gonna bet? What are you possibly gonna bet? What are you gonna bet?
I could get all of this stuff with points. Like.
Then why are you over the credit limit? That's interesting.
Well, because you have to spend money to get the points.
But if you're getting all of it with points, it should be able to pay it off completely.
Well, if I get the points from the beauty services, then like I could get these.
But you're over the credit limit, so obviously that is not working.
Well, not always. It's
what the fuck are you talking about?
System.
How many points do you get for $1 purchase? Do you know? Because it doesn't say it on your card.
I think it's 2. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
So you're really trying to justify it with the thing you don't know. Yeah?
Yes. I mean, this like $125 off of something. Like
what? What is? What do you mean?
Well, like,
what are you talking about?
If I saved that many points, I could get $120 off. Like how?
Okay, there we go. But how many points do you get with a fucking purchase?
I don't know, but.
Are you base, platinum, or diamond?
Probably base.
You don't even fucking know.
I can only spend it at Ulta. So like I think it's just the base one.
So this $125, how many dollars do you think you have to spend to get it? I have the math in front of me.
70.
I looked it up. 70? $2,000.
Oh.
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
You're
I did the math wrong. I think I meant 700.
This is your point thing is the most moronic bullshit I've ever heard in my life. That's so stupid. 125 divided by 2,000. What do you think the math's gonna be? You're gonna get a potential 6% return. That's not horrible in terms of a card. Guess what? You're losing 30.74%. What's a higher number, 6 or 30? Hey, what's a higher number, 6 or 30? Don't be a dumb.
30.
Yes. So maybe the points don't matter. Even if you're a platinum member, you get probably about 7%, 7.5% cash back. Okay?
Oh, is it based off of how much you spend in a year?
No.
Because I remember one year I spent like a lot, so they bumped me up to the
platinum
next
is 500. Diamond is 1,200.
Okay, so I think I'm
even still. You're probably getting like 8% cash back.
Depends on
which
the
for a credit card is not bad. But what's bigger, 8 or 30?
Still 30.
Yes, and you're gonna get fees with these. Oh, the lady. This is fucking crazy. This is so fucking stupid. You download this damn app now. I swear you do not leave until you download the app. But again, if it doesn't even matter if you see yourself overspending your fucking Ulta.
I want to pay it down though, so that I have the money to spend.
Can I see your Ulta account? I bet you have it.
Oh yeah.
Is there a special little thing? Let me fucking see it. Shh, kill me now.
Oh look, 21 days of beauty. There's a sale.
Your points is $1 per purchase, though. It's $1.50 now for you.
My last purchase.
Oh, please. Oh my gosh, it just shows you sales. No, I don't know how to. You have something in your fucking bag. You have something in your fucking bag. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, this $44 stupid fucking little moisturizer bullshit. Hey, it is that. And guess what? Hey, guess what? Guess what? That one you're going to pay for could pay for 7.4. We did the math. Lady. Oh, no. What is all this? Saved for later. Hydration face. Whip. Sunscreen mousse. Oh, my.
That's just so fun.
Travel size better than sex. Brow pencil. Backpack scrub stick. Almond avocado moisturizer. What is all this bullshit? Oh my! It's endless. nearly fucking endless. Can I see your damn purchases?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to tell me how, because I don't know how to use this to save my life. I'm glad.
I don't think it shows the in-person ones though. Oh.
Your fault. That's not true. I was kidding. Yeah, okay, those 4 things that we saw there. Then you got some bullshit.
And also like I'll buy my boyfriend, like I bought him
this is
like
crazy.
really nice cologne. It was nice to put it like on that.
This is crazy that just this within itself, you do this like once a month.
Yeah.
Just that and you
Every single
yes
month.
no stop. I'm saying it's crazy that you do that once a month and it's fucking over maxed out. That's insane. You are so irresponsible. You just don't pay for what you put on it, or else I would allow it.
It's just so easy. Like
I know, and that's why you shouldn't have access to it. That's what I'm saying.
$2,000 on like beauty, like that's a shopping.
You know what else is
spree.
easy?
Like that.
Huh? That's easy. Klarna. Of course. It fits your personality from everything we learned about from the stupid.
Well, I like
dumb-
recently just got into Klarna. Like
You
I
just got into it and you're already up
like,
to
probably, like,
1,054?
Like a year almost now.
Oh my. You shouldn't get it. This shouldn't be something we get into. It's not a hobby. We're not getting into Klarna. What is that logic?
It's nice to be able to like make a big purchase and split it into 4 payments, especially like
It is.
no interest.
But you've proven you can't manage that.
Well, I make the payments every single month. I can manage it.
No, because this is what happens is because you think you're able to split things into a 4 payment thing, which you think it will help you. That's what you think. But then all of a sudden, this makes it so there is more money due at certain times. It is stacking up constantly, which does not allow you to have money in your checking account, which means when you go to purchase something at Ulta or go get a service, you have to use a fucking credit card that is already at maxed out because you don't have any money in your checking account. The reason you don't have any money in your checking account is because you're not taking track of your minimum monthly payments that you are endlessly stacking on top of each other because you think it's helping you.
Well, luckily I just use
Well, are you going to well that? Fuck you.
like I have to justify it. Like
Why? No, you don't. Just don't
It's-
do it.
it's
Just don't be a child.
why wouldn't splitting one payment into 4 payments with no interest if you don't have the money? Like, why isn't that a smart choice?
Here's my secret for growing my business. My team. Seriously, I couldn't do it without them. And when it comes to business, hiring the right people without wasting time is key. So if you realize your business needs to hire someone yesterday, how can you find this amazing candidate fast? Easy. Just use today's sponsor, Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps right to the top of the page for your relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs post directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. And when I first started expanding my team, the hiring process was slow and overwhelming. If I had been using Indeed, I could have found the exact candidates I needed and saved hours and hours during the hiring process. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. So how fast is Indeed? In the minute I've been talking to you, 23 hires were made according to Indeed data worldwide. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/Caleb. Just go to Indeed.com/Caleb right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. That is Indeed.com/Caleb. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. It can be if you manage it right. Again, you are not though, because you view that as a way to make it easier. That's not what it should be about. It should be about utilizing your money in a better way. Like this money could be utilized somewhere else in a more efficient way. Say returns on the stock market. If I'm like buying the S&P 500 or something, that's always a classic example,
Ulta
right?
bill?
Or yes, even your Ulta bill. But you're not even doing that. That's what I'm saying. Because you are stacking your minimum monthly payments higher than you know because you are not tracking them because you just do the split in 4 constantly because of 0% interest and it just helps me get this purchase now. Because of that, you are making money just leave your checking account when you don't know it. All these automatic payments that are constantly hitting, which is draining your checking account and making it so you don't have money when you try to go do things.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see that, but I mean, I will pay it all, like when I get paid, I'll pay all the payments so I don't have like 20 hitting me at once or like at random times. I'm really good about keeping on top of it and making.
No, you're not.
payments.
You said you didn't have money in your checking account to get Alta, or else you wouldn't.
Well, I know,
if
but
you're
I'm,
on top
I'm good
of it,
about making my payments. Like I've never missed.
why are you above
a
a credit
payment.
card limit then?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I mean,
You don't know.
How do you get above it? I mean, I've made.
If you're keeping track of your payments, knowing what balances you have, you should know how much you're able to purchase. If we even look at it that way.
I'm not keeping track of like how much I have to purchase. I'm just keeping track of. I'm making the payments at least. I'm not missing them.
You put $491 towards Klarna alone. Girl, that's 17% of your high paycheck. Of your high paycheck just going to Klarna.
My groceries.
That's what you're doing.
Like, this is my grocery bill because
You're splitting it for your groceries.
Well, yeah, I don't drive,
It's a
so I
necessity?
Instacart.
You're paying him for Instacart. What about the boyfriend? You live with the boyfriend.
Well, yeah, but he does have 2 jobs and he travels for one.
You gotta take care of your lazy ass and spoiled ass who won't stop spending money they don't have. He's taking care of it. Can't rely on you to save anything.
Well, I deserve it. I'm worth it. So.
You entitled Brat. What the is that? What kind of defensive nature? I know. Listen, you just come onto the camera. Okay, you're not used to getting this kind of pushback. I get it. But that is such a dumb mentality to have. You need to fucking rip that part of you and throw it away, or else why even be with him?
I love him. He's
with how self-centered and entitled and disgusting a statement that is. Why put him through that?
I mean, he loves me. He's willing to go through it.
If he watches this back, will he love you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 100%.
Is he desperate?
No. Not at all.
You're a person on this earth. I want you to do well. I also agree. You are worth it. The general it. Just like any other human, you are worth sacrifice to make your life better. You are not worth it to fuck your life. But all you do is fuck your life.
I want to be independent in a way. I don't need to rely on him because I can Instacart the groceries. Like,
but you're paying him for it, and then just your minimum monthly payments alone, because of how much you stack it, is going to 17% of your high paycheck month. Just your minimum monthly payments on past groceries.
I mean,
do you not see how dumb that is?
But I don't have a car. Like, it's just,
I get that, but he could stop at the grocery store.
I mean, yes. Sometimes.
If you schedule a pickup.
I've done that. Like
there you go. Do that more.
But it's just easier to Instacart it. And
it is easier. It is easier. You're doing that thing. You're doing that fucking thing from earlier in the episode. I said, I know it's fun. I know it's easier. You're saying things we all know. They are not good reasons. They are not good reasons. I need to rip that from your fucking brain.
I mean, it just feels good to me. It feels good that I don't drive, so I need food. Like I need
food. I need food. Meal prep. Use the cookbook that comes with the budgeting app right here. And guess what? Have him pick up the groceries. How far is the grocery store from your house?
Well,
hey, how far is the grocery store from your house? Was the question that I asked that you're gonna answer.
It's like a 15-minute walk.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know it's not Europe and we all hate walking, us and our fat f***s. But guess what?
A little bit of groceries, fine, but $300 worth of groceries,
because it's close to walk, you could do shorter trips. You could do smaller trips more frequently, and it's honestly good for your health.
Yeah.
It's what everyone else does in the world.
I mean.
Except for Australia, Canada, the United States.
But I'm just like lazy. It's easy.
Yes, you are. Thank you. Self-admitting. Self-admitting. And should you drag him down? Should you drag him down? Is it his fault, his responsibility that you are self-confessed lazy and you refuse to do anything about it because you would rather just be an entitled little brat for the rest of your life? No, he doesn't deserve it.
Oh, I know. But I mean, he also enables it in a way. Like he knows I do it. I mean, we just got a dog.
You're going to blame him.
We just got a dog.
You're going to fucking
3
blame
months ago,
him.
and he hasn't bought any of the food. I always Instacart it. Like it's just
enables. That's not enabling you. That's him just being not present, which honestly is not a good quality either in that.
Busy,
but that's not enabling you. No. You just try to deflect with saying he enables you. Try to pull out a buzzword like that to try to get out of this. F you.
Well,
you have throughout this entire damn conversation, I've seen nothing but spoiled, lazy, and entitlement. They're enable. What enable? When I tell him that in the post show, when we bring him on, when I tell him that, what is he gonna fucking say?
Well,
that
when
you
I
deflected
send
and
him
tried
a
to get out of this pushback that I'm
5
giving
different coach purses, and I say, which one should I buy? And he sends me the one that I should buy. Yeah. Is that not enabling? Slightly?
A little bit. But to deflect the whole thing, it is still your choice in the end to purchase.
I mean, he
Should
just supports me.
encourage it?
It's
No.
making me happy. So I think he just
You're
wants
happy to
me
be in this hole and to not be engaged.
I'm happy to have a coach purse with cherries
What's your retirement
on it.
at?
My retirement?
Yeah.
Well, I paused.
You're happy to die in poverty.
I
You're happy to die in
paused the
poverty.
payments right now, but
you're happy to not have a car. Do you want a car?
I do want to drive.
You're happy to not have the thing that you want. You're happy to not have the engagement. You're happy to not be healthy. You're happy to not have all these things you want. You're happy to not get seven of these. You're happy to not get 7 of these and only one instead. You're happy with this. You're happy with this life? If you're happy with this life, you're never going to change. You're never going to change if you are satisfied. But you should not be satisfied because your life is not good. Your life is not good.
I mean, it's a little good.
It's not good. You're making it worse, and you are going to have to, at 25, 30, you are going to be fucking battering down the hatches because of the hurricane you have created right now, being a spoiled brat. And then instead of taking any responsibility in your life, you say, well, he enabled me, and that's why this is happening. Listen, he might a little, and he should not encourage that, but it is still your choice in the end that you are making.
Yeah.
Don't pull that shit.
I mean, it's just, I didn't so much before that it feels nice that I can finally.
Neither did I. I grew up in
myself.
lower middle class. We got foreclosure notices on the house. Who gives a Listen, I work for the I budget. I'm smart. I'm smart with my money.
I mean,
I'm not smart.
also
I'm a dumbass,
feel like
but I'm smart with my money.
For what I want. It's just taking me a little bit longer to get there.
Well, no, you're not. You're only putting what you want on debt. You're not working for it. You're working to pay off the interest on the things you've already purchased. I don't know what the you're talking about. I paid off my debt. I sacrificed
Kind
to
of
do
the same
it
thing.
so that I can buy the things I want now. I bought the car that I drive out front that I absolutely love. And I purchased that because I sacrificed, paid off debt, got a fully funded emergency fund. And then I could because I budgeted it. You're just debt. If you went and got a car today to fulfill that need, you'd get like 25% interest, dump this car. And you'd look at one lot. That's what someone like you does. And you'd say, I deserve it. I'm worth it.
Well, I am, but it just, yeah, I don't.
That is a mentality that I do not know how to fix. Listen, use the therapist as Sandra mine. They're a partner of the channel. You get 3 free therapy sessions. Our guests or our audience uses them. I use them. You got to deal with that mentality. That is some stuff. Say everything you've said in this episode. Make them watch this episode to onboard you. This is crazy, dude. So what all are you buying on Klarna? You're just saying groceries. Is it only groceries?
I mean,
bring up your Klarna. Will it show me?
Yeah. I have the one. I did buy my Coach purse on Klarna.
You tried.
That's really.
You told me they were necessity groceries.
But like, it was kind of a necessity to get a new.
Necessity. No, it wasn't.
But yeah, I think
Instacart?
like
First of all, you're spending a lot on groceries. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah,
207 like every week.
yeah, we do. I mean, I cook a lot. I don't necessarily
too much, probably.
budget when I'm cooking. I just kind of make what looks good on TikTok.
In the next 7 days, just in the next 7 days, these payments. This is crazy. So just
I
in the
get
next.
paid tomorrow.
It should. That's scary. The fact that that's where your mind is. You're okay. This all makes sense. You are still in the mindset of like these minimum payments or these things that I'm delaying are okay because I get paid on the day right before they get taken out. So you are, oh my gosh, the way you justify this, you need to build a budget. You need to stick to the budget. You need to have discipline.
It just feels hard to.
It is hard, but you have to put the work in. Go through the budgeting class. You get it for free. 10,000 people in our audience have literally taken our budgeting class in all of our classes. I mean, they get them at a discount, but again, you guys get them for free because you're a guest on the show. Take it and I will walk with you. Take the quizzes. I will help you. But just because something's hard is not an excuse not to do so. Yeah. Your mindset of I can do this because I get paid tomorrow, that is so scary. You cannot be in that situation. And yes, it's Instacart, all owed in the next month. And then Coach Instacart. It's already stretched out to April. Instacart. Coach, Instacart. Ah! Oh, that's completed. Oh, thank June is still coach. On a monthly basis, just in March. Let's just see, because you're gonna repeat the cycle. 70.37 plus 2.95 plus 49.09 plus 18.33 plus 63.09 plus 25.65 plus 45.05 plus 70.37 plus 49.09. What the is offer up? What is offer up? What is offer up?
Well, it's just like where you can post like stuff to sell
offer?
or like buy random stuff.
But
on
I
your
feel like you
phones.
probably buy.
Well, yeah.
Because it just
buy.
popped up and said, I have something you might want to buy.
Well,
You can't afford.
I have a relationship with OfferUp.
You have a weird relationship with money. You don't respect it. You don't understand how it works. So
It's
no
like
shit.
doom scroll, you know, like even if I don't.
Everything's fine to do. I don't give a It doesn't matter. Your minimum monthly payments alone on this is $412.32. And I know that goes down on a monthly basis sometimes. I know that goes down. Well, I know that you'll pay. Sorry, I meant you will pay off some of those line items on a monthly basis, but I know you replace them.
Yeah.
Because all you do is go back. So that's what your minimum monthly payment is. But you can pay this off.
Yeah. Well,
In
it
like
feels
2 months.
I have so many like payments, like it's hard to, you know, like.
Well, there you
figure
go.
out
That shows
which
that you can't do
one
it. That
I
shows
need to
you
pay off
can't do it.
first,
You
and,
just
like,
you just proved it. You just proved that you can't manage your minimum monthly payments. The thing that you said you could in the beginning, you just proved. No.
I've never missed a payment.
You just
I can
accidentally
manage
told the
them,
truth. You just
but
accidentally
it is a
told
lot.
You just accidentally told the truth. You just accidentally told the truth for the first time in your fucking life. And you're not very far from your karma limit, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you order wine through there as well.
Well, that was like for like a girls' night thing.
Girls'
like
night.
I have
I
them
don't care.
pretty frequently.
Pay off our debt night should be every night in your house. You literally don't have money. You're at your maxes. You're just.
I mean, there's always
all
money to hang with the girls.
No, there's literally not. You don't have money, so there's literally not.
But I can just Instacart it and Klarna it. So I do kind of have the money. I mean, I had to get the spending power.
I don't know what to do with a creature like you. That's impossible. How are you not overcoming this? How is what I'm saying not breaking through to you? What the do I do? All right, what is M?
Mercury.
Mercury.
And like, this is like a credit card I opened like freshly 18, 19.
Freshly 18.
Well, when I
Oh, you
was
really
with
are
the high school boyfriend.
Gen Z.
So like, I just,
Everything
half of the charges are just junk, and I think I have been making kind of the minimum payment and not really able
you were
to.
Freshly 18 because everything now is about infantilizing ourselves. The younger
Well,
we
it
can
just
make
seems
ourselves.
like so long ago. Like I've lived a
It
lot of
wasn't.
life.
In your
so
life, it literally wasn't.
it just seems like so many credit cards ago. Like it's just. Like,
Well,
hard.
yes, because you're a dumbass money, but it's who cares? I don't get it. It doesn't matter. Stop trying to make yourself sound like a child. And for that being a reason why, it's not an acceptable reason. When I was freshly 18, I went and got a Guitar Center card and I f***ed it by being a dumb and buying a piano with it, a nice electric piano that I still have because it's really good. But it was my dumbass choice, not because I was freshly 18.
But like a lot of it too, like I know it was my choice to open it, but I definitely felt the pressure from the ex-boyfriend. Like I needed to support him.
That part is
He's in and out of jail. Like I was putting the money on his books. Like
listen, no, he's a piece of he's a piece of
yeah,
and there
a lot
is
of the money went
there
to that.
is that's the only thing in this conversation that you so far have said that is more like I guess appropriately victim-y in a way, because you try to deflect a lot of things and a lot of bullshit excuses, but yes, he's a piece of shit and I wish you would have gone away quicker.
Me too.
And I wish you had someone in your life to tell you that. But either way, that happened, and he's a piece of shit. Yeah. And
he's in prison, so.
Good. For what?
Armed robbery.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. He liked to do, well, you said like, you brought up OfferUp, so I got kind of confused because he used to like meet up with people on OfferUp and rob them.
Oh my.
And yeah.
This is insane.
So when you said that, I was kind of caught up.
Can I call him?
No, he's in prison.
Yeah, can I call him?
No. How would you call him?
You can't call people in prison?
That's not how that works.
Wait. Oh, okay. They have to call me.
Yeah. It's like collect call, so you have to pay for it as well to talk to them.
What? I can't like get someone to go get him? I don't know.
During COVID, they had where you could make like video visits with them for free because it was like COVID.
But I can't like call them in the post show?
No, absolutely not. Try. How would you?
Can you get in contact with him and ask him to call us?
Well, like you can like email the inmates, but I haven't done it. Like obviously,
so we have to wait for his computer time.
Oh yeah. Like he's in prison. Like.
Okay, you have an $82.80 minimum payment on this with a $2,292.32 balance. Purchases, you're still purchasing. What's the credit limit on this? You're over it again. You're over on 2 and almost on Klarna. Lady, at this point, what the are we doing? There's always money for girls' night. There's literally not. We've talked about 3 debts so far, and 2 of them you're over and the other one you're close. You are fucking this up so much. This is unacceptable. You are choosing girls' night over your engagement. You are choosing your desire for sweet treats over your engagement. You are choosing makeup over your engagement. You're choosing you having a little bit of fun over your engagement. You're selfish, and the actions that you are doing are disgusting. I am not going to sugarcoat it. This is huge for financial audit. For a year now, my team and I have worked with experts to create what I truly believe are the 3 best educational programs in the financial space online. We have our budgeting program where I teach you how to create, manage, and revolutionize your budget and control your money. And then there's the investing program where I teach you to define what investing profile applies to you and your life, and then teach what specific investing strategies applies to you in that situation. And now finally, we have our debt program where I teach you the best ways to pay off debt, manage debt, and even take advantage of good debt. This has been a revolutionary project that we've been working on for over a year now, and just like over 10,000 people who've already taken our educational programs, you can now take advantage of all 3 of them bundled together at a 15% discount. I've heard from thousands of people now who've taken these classes and they've literally changed their lives for the better, and finally, you can too at a more affordable price. Head to calebhammer.com or click the link in the description below. You will not regret this.
Wow.
It's just f***ed.
When you put it like that.
Yes! How else would I put it?
I'm just young and having fun.
No, you're not. You're 25. Almost.
I'm 23.
You're 23. You're not freshly 18 anymore.
I mean, yeah, but I'm having fun, like, with my life.
I know
like,
you are. And you're choosing fun with your life over your fiance. No, not fiance.
Fun with him, though.
Not fiance. No, not always.
It's just like when you
the
get
makeup is not fun with him. The
like,
makeup is not fun with him.
Happiness. It's just like this little stuff is making me happy.
What do you even want to do for a living? Because this is going to be so hard to crawl out of with your 20 whatever dollars an hour, 22. It's going to be so hard in Seattle and not cheap area.
I'm working on promoting at like my.
So you want to promote within?
I do, but I need to learn how to drive and work on driving. I have like severe...
Why haven't you learned how to drive?
I just have severe anxiety. Like I've taken the written test multiple times.
What happens?
I panic and I like will stop in the middle of the road.
Okay, I get it. I mean, I have a panic disorder when it comes to flying and nails, so I get it.
Yeah, and I'm working on it. Like I see a therapist. I've paid for classes. Good. Like I'm actively
But you do have to
trying.
put in the action. Like,
and I know, like in my future, I need to have a car.
You have to put in the action. You can also take public transportation. You admitted that yourself.
Yeah.
So you're afraid of driving. You're okay with being in a car?
Yeah.
With someone else?
Like for the
then
most
at least
part.
Uber.
Like
you can Uber for now.
I do always Uber. Like,
there you go.
But like
30 hours a week is no longer acceptable when you have to pull yourself out of this. Listen, I will gift you a certification of your choice through Course Careers. Have that boost your resume to hopefully get you up the corporate ladder a little quicker.
Yeah.
But
well, end goal though, I want to be a wedding planner.
That has nothing to do with what you just said.
I know, but like I just kind of like maybe want to have run somebody else's company first.
Hey, you know what? You don't get to have those goals. You know why? Because you are in so much debt that it is holding so much risk over your head that you are literally unable to start your own business because you just can't do that. Because you don't even have an emergency fund for your own self. When you start a business, you want to go in risk-free. Best way to do that is to not have any bad debt. You have a lot of bad debt. In fact, max out bad debt. Best way to go into a business is having at least a year's emergency fund for yourself so you can cash flow your necessities while you are trying to put money and time into a business that will not return right away. That's what I did. That's what people do. That's what real people do who sacrifice and make an impact in this world. That's what 48% of the job creators in this country do. That's right, 48% of the jobs come from small businesses. I don't know if that's private sector only or including government jobs, but that's what you could do, but you don't even have the ability to do that. You know why? Because you have bad debt. It is holding over your head. You are required to have an income on the first day or else you won't make your minimum payments. You are holding yourself back from your dream. If you don't give enough about your fiance to get out of this, hopefully at least this is a reason you would want to get out of this. If you prefer to have your business and dreams more than him. If that's what gets you there, then that will... If that's what gets you there, fine. $60.48 of interest. And guess what? Yep, you're only doing the minimum payments. $66.48 of purchases. What the is a Bolero?
Oh, that's a bowling alley.
Great! That's worth going over a credit limit at 31.24% interest.
But that's just like an experience. Like, it's like, I'm just living life, like being young, like bowling.
Okay, she doesn't give a shut the up. Just stop. QFC.
That's a grocery store.
$10.48.
I don't know. Maybe just
you went and got into bulk. You went and got like an energy drink or something.
Maybe.
Exactly. I know what those. I've been through enough of these.
Well, it's not like I just like walk to go and get stuff like that. Like it has to be like out of my way for me to want to go. And
it's 15 minutes. 15-minute walk in America to a grocery store is actually like pretty crazy. Minutes, but even still, it's just the example. Like, you actually have a very blessed situation. Most Americans have to drive on a fucking 4-lane bullshit road.
Made it work. Like, I've worked at
made
6
it work.
different
it literally
stores.
Works now.
I've taken public transportation. Like, I'm doing it. Like, so.
Doing it.
It's not necessarily
what you're doing is being
over
your credit limit on 2 cards, almost on the Klarna. And then, good, almost on Mission Lane as well, because you owe $1,237.39. The credit limit's $1,400, so you're almost there. You'll be there before you know it, because now there's no money to spend on the other card, so you'll just put them on this card. Yeah, there's no purchases here. There will be soon, because that's all you do. Now you can't spend on the Alta. Now you can't spend on the Mercury, so you'll spend on Mission Lane. Yeah, betcha. That's what you do. I know how you work. How long does this take to pay off? Minimum monthly payments only without purchasing on it, which I highly doubt will actually be the case, but go for it.
Maybe 4 years.
Okay, it's going to take 9 years.
Oh.
So you're going to be well into your 30s. Congratulations. That's a wonderful place to be. Debt with 9 years until you can get engaged. How does that feel? That's great. 9 years until you can start your business at a minimum. That's really great. That's so good.
Feels like my biological clock's ticking.
Yeah, so there you go. No baby. $50.39. 23. She's not even 25. She's 23. Yeah. We just got to cut back everywhere. You need to make more money. You need to Uber.
Hard. Like I can't stop spending.
Yes, you can. But
like,
and you need to work with your therapist on this, because you're just saying
stuff.
what I want. I mean, you can do things like switch your phone bill to helium for like $15 a month. You can do small things like that. That's easy. There's so many options we can do. You don't need $250 a week on groceries. I know for a fact. You don't need to be eating out. You don't need to be getting your bull. This Mercury. I mean, listen, you had fees last year, probably late payments.
Yeah,
multiple.
No,
like
I've
3
never
or 4.
had a
then
late
what the
payment.
were the fees?
Maybe because like
Does it have a card fee? It's at a 35% interest rate. Kill me now. Yeah, no wonder he's not getting engaged. I wouldn't. This is a mess. And listen to the way you talk.
Well, I think he doesn't also like fully know. Like he knows I'm in debt, but
he's about to fucking know in the post show. He's about to know in the post show. I'm gonna This is crazy. Credit One, no way.
I actually have 2 credit ones.
Of course you do. Your entire image is just. I fully understand it now. I'm not surprised that you have a Credit One, the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. You have to be the worst of the worst to have a Credit
Why is
One.
it the worst though? Like,
because you get fees on a monthly basis that are stupid.
but it's like
you don't even
I
have to have a
only
balance to
applied
get
for
these
cards
monthly
that Credit
fees.
Karma recommended.
Why would you listen to that? Who cares?
Wait, are you not supposed to listen to them?
Why do you care about that? If you're gonna, you should have. You're applying
Because like most of my financial choices come from them.
What?
Like I read all like the tips and hints and
Tips and hints are
like
okay, but
and
you're
when they're like
taking a recommended
you
credit
should
card.
apply for one more card to increase your credit limit.
Oh my god.
Here's some options.
And that kind of works if you don't spend on them. It's all you do is spend. You don't know how not to spend. Oh, you're draining my oxygen with your stupidity. You just get fees endlessly. Oh, you go on here and you purchase $47 of Uber fucking Eats. Uber fucking Eats. That's more important. That's more important.
Drive. Like, I don't drive. Like
You shouldn't be going out to eat at all. It doesn't matter if you're getting it delivered or you're going. How do I? That should not be your fucking excuse. That should not be your fucking excuse. How is that your possible excuse after this conversation? You don't drive. You shouldn't be going out regardless. You shouldn't be going out regardless. It's just, I don't fucking, this is an impossible conversation. This is an impossible conversation. Credit One. Credit One. Okay. Credit One. Let's see, huh? What do we got? Oh, good. $615.36 on a $700 credit card. So there you go. Add that to the almost maxed out. Well done. The minimum monthly payment of $31. You get your fees. You get your Uber Eats. You get your fucking minimum monthly payments. You just get the bullshit. So stupid. So stupid. We're putting $47 of interest rate on here. So stupid.
my New Year's resolution was to stop Uber eating.
Well, guess what? We're almost done with the second month and you haven't stopped. So New Year's resolution failed like all the other ones. Congratulations.
I'm working on it.
No, you're not. You're literally not. You just purchased on Uber Eats. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're a child. I'm borderline done with this conversation. Keep going and I'm fucking ending it. Seriously, this is so fucking stupid. The Credit One again, $422.47. It's been there was like a month where people were just horrible and I just had to kick them off. You're approaching that level. It's been a long time. Just stop. You're being a child. $30. I know it's hard to be on the camera for the first time in your life. I know it is hard to get confrontation for the first time in your life. You do not have to justify everything. You do not have to be a child. You do not have to be someone. Listen, it is okay to take some fucking feedback and just accept it. $30 monthly payment on this one. Oh, guess what? We got our fees. We always get fees on Credit One. That's what the Credit One's known for. And then $10 of interest. Almost maxed out. You got fees. You got bullshit. It's stupid. It's pointless. It's dumb. You're ruining your life. And you're putting this over your engagement, over your business, over your goals, over your desires, over your biological clock, over your blah, 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 blah. Anything and everything you've possibly named. Oh, good. There's actually more to go through. How the possible is that even possible? Plus one. What is this? I've never even heard of it in my life.
Oh, it's plus finance.
No, I'm sure
It's just another one of the ones that credit card recommended.
That credit card
Credit
recommend?
Karma, yeah.
Who gives a fuck what they recommend? Dude, they are getting a commission from you. I mean, on there in general, when you open credit, you're opening credit to get a certain reward that you want to do or on a credit building strategy. But you just max them out, so you're not focusing on the credit building strategy and you're not focusing on the rewards either because you're just taking the ones that they're like most likely to get you be accepted. Of course, Credit Karma's gonna or Credit One's gonna accept you. They accept anyone. They're bottom feeders.
They also have this thing where like if you don't get accepted, they'll send you $50.
Guess what? Everyone gets accepted for Credit One. They're bottom feeders, so that's a dumb fucking stupid thing. Plus one, you owe $938. Let me guess, the credit limit's gonna be like 1,000 or something. Let's see, or 900. No, it's 1,100. It's the furthest you've been away. Almost $70, $160. Interest being charged. Minimum monthly payment being made. Okay, minimum monthly $34, and there's interest being charged. 6 years to pay off. Upstart. Why are you taking out an Upstart loan?
Well, it was in 2021, around the time I moved out of like the Craigslist guy. I really needed money. I was moving around. I needed to get out of that situation, and
Yeah, he
that
sounds
money
like a
helped.
weirdo.
Yeah, it was rough. He had a tattoo of a camel on his big toe. Like camel toe.
Well, don't make him sound cool.
Oh, I would argue that that's not cool, but
I'm kidding. Okay. So what? So you had to use it to move out from the creek?
yeah, well, kind of. So, yeah, and like I moved like about an hour and a half away, and with like my great aunt, and was just kind of trying to.
Why have you had no stability? I'm so confused. Why couldn't you move back in with your grandma?
She's just older. I mean, obviously
yeah, but
that's
you're
her
independent
sister, but
still. But
like,
it's a roof.
Yeah,
that's all you needed, right?
Kind of.
Did you need your aunt to do anything?
No.
So how long were you with the man?
From Craigslist?
Yeah.
Like maybe 5 months.
In 5 months?
Yeah.
And the whole time he was trying to.
Yeah. And I would like bring guys over, and like he didn't care. Like just was kind of always trying to get after me.
Well, to be clear, I just want to be very clear. You did not go in with the acknowledgement and consent and intention to.
No,
Okay.
we never did. Absolutely, I was
because like I wouldn't give a if that's what you guys were deciding to do.
I was never interested, but like I think what he was expecting was like, oh, a woman's gonna move in, she's gonna want to sleep with me and do my laundry and like cook for me, and like it's gonna be so great. And I have 2 kids, maybe she'll take care of them. But that's not what he got with me.
Listen, I don't care what any consenting adults do if you go into it with that intention, but you didn't. So I don't. He's so
yeah.
weird.
Well, and my great aunt actually came with me to view the apartment before, like to make sure, like check it out with me. So like I don't know, like
you never gave in, did you?
No.
Good, thank you. Good. He doesn't deserve that. Okay, so 5 months and you had to borrow to get to your great aunt?
Yeah.
Or did you have to borrow to get to her?
Well, so it was like about an hour and a half away. So I had to like move my stuff, movers, and just kind of.
How much did you have in this house? That you were only there for 5 months?
Wait, what?
Movers? You needed movers? What did you have?
Well, like all of my stuff that I like have acquired. I previously was
you don't need
in
stuff.
a
When
house.
we're on survival mode, you don't need stuff.
Like I had a 3-bedroom house for a little
I know,
bit.
but you don't need stuff.
So, but
honestly, it would have probably made sense for you to sell
get rid
that
of
shit.
it. Yeah.
To sell it and make money and pay off your
looking back,
debt.
probably.
Well, still today.
But I mean, yeah.
How much of it do you have today?
All of it.
Sell it.
But like,
I don't care. I don't care. You're dying in debt and it's preventing you from actually don't sell it yet. Not until you fix your behavior, or else you'll just build up.
I actually want to buy a new couch. So like
don't. Like, I don't know what else to say. Don't. You know why. At this point, everyone else knows why. And I'm not going to put the energy into the why. Like, it's fucking stupid. You think you're in a position to get a new couch?
Well, maybe like I could make payments on it. Me and my boyfriend. Like, he doesn't have very much credit.
He can do it. You can't.
I mean, like,
like
$1,300. Like, we were looking at a couple. Like, that doesn't.
Current balance is $1,416 fucking stupid dollars. The minimum monthly payment is $74. It's at 32% interest rate. $74.05 monthly payment. I'm not even gonna let you finish that thought. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Stop
we
being
want one with like a pull-out couch so I can have like my girls over and they could spend the
girls
night.
over.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your girls. Go over to them.
Well,
go over to them. Go to a park with them.
They all like kind
go
of
to the
live with
lake
their parents
with them. Go to the fucking little whales. Go to the whales. Okay.
Go whale watching.
Yeah, go whale watching. Well, from the shore.
Don't
for
pay
free.
That like boat that you can.
Yes. This is not a pleasant conversation. I hope you watch this back and see the things you are saying. I know, again, you are not used to being in front of the camera. And it really is interesting how that works. And you are not used to getting pushback. I need you to watch this and fucking reflect on this.
Well, my therapist actually told me I shouldn't watch it.
You shouldn't read the comments. You shouldn't read the comments, just like we tell every other guest. Every guest. But maybe watch the episode and reflect on it.
Yeah.
Download it or something.
She said she was going to watch it.
Good.
So give me some feedback.
Yeah, fucking good. Because you're kind of insane. She won't like me saying that, but I mean, there's 31 cents in your checking account. It's all bullshit purchases. What are we doing? Oh, what is your life? You don't give a fuck. You've put no effort in to trying to do this thing that the boyfriend is requiring for a fiancé-ship, which is fair because you're being a dumbass with your money and self-centered. Just Apple, Amazon, Zelle.
Well, I Zelle my boyfriend.
$500.
That's our rent.
Mac, Remedy, Amazon, Apple, Mac, Target. What is a Mac? Is that the makeup?
No, that's the dispensary we go to. Like the ATM.
For fucking weed?
Yeah.
Well, I'm having Mac.
Well, actually, like,
I'm having so much Mac. I'm having hundreds of dollars of Mac.
I used to spend a lot more. I've definitely budgeted.
I don't give a fuck. I'm seeing hundreds of dollars of Mac. If you're spending, if you're spending more, it's also fucking stupid. But this is fucking absolutely beyond still stupid.
It used to be like $400.
Olive Garden,
like,
dude,
it's
this
not.
is like $400. This has to be close. Olive Garden, probably after you smoked a bunch of Mac, Apple, zelling out money. Mac, Uber Eats, probably after a bunch of fucking Mac. I didn't know you're a fucking pothead. Now I understand why your brains is completely broken. Apple Bill. Savings $1.72. Technically more than our fucking checking account. Look at us, $734 in retirement. Guys, we're well on our way. Pull up your phone. Subscriptions, Peacock, and Photos. Photos, maybe, but you've had every streaming service, it looks like. I mean, come on Max, there's at least White Lotus. That's great.
I do.
Did you have Peacock? What the fuck is Peacock for? Okay, Amazon. You had a lot of Amazon purchase. There's 5 things in your cart. What's going to be in your cart? Oh, good. Some oversized long jumpsuit bull. We really need Girls Therapy Bold and Easy coloring book. You don't need a fucking coloring book. Just because you act 5 doesn't mean you need to fucking really act 5. Stop being dumb. You do not need these artificial plants. You do not need these fucking drain cloggers. You do not need these little...
I do need those drain
Okay, maybe
cloggers.
you need the drain cloggers and the rope that goes to drain because your pubes keep going down the fucking drain. Whatever. Himalayan cheese.
Oh, that's for my dog.
Necessary.
He really loves those.
Yeah, and you can't afford a dog.
Well,
AirTag
we just
holder,
got him 3 months
AirTag.
ago,
You
so.
can't afford a dog. You can't afford a puppy. You couldn't afford pet insurance to save your life. You have cents in your checking account.
Well,
you can't afford a
we
dog.
have pet
It is
insurance.
irresponsible for you to have a dog.
Me and my boyfriend share the dog, though.
You don't recognize this. You don't recognize this. Listen, not everything's a fucking fight. Shut the fuck up. You cannot afford a dog. It is as easy as that. Jeez, for fuck's sake. Dogs. This is dog. AirTag, dog.
We
Shut the fuck up. I don't care. You can't afford it. Hidden expandable men's cozy hidden. What's he hidden expanding? Well, every time he gets a boner, it just hides it. What is he expanding hidden?
I don't know. What is it?
Do you guys share an Amazon account?
No.
What the fuck is going on? Stupid. It's 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 stupid. I feel like I should yell at you guys for making me go through this stupid. Crazy. Yeah, $150 every 2 weeks is your cut budget. $400 every 2 weeks is what you used to do on fucking.
Yeah.
Can you say now you got $150 every 2 weeks?
Do you partake?
Do I partake?
Should have brought you some edibles. I actually make them.
No, thank you. I'm okay. I get anxious with them. Listen, I don't have issue with like. I don't have an issue with sex. I don't have an issue with fucking beer. I don't have or alcohol or whatever. If you are able to recreationally doing something without an addiction, that's fine. But you are on an obviously habit pattern, a pattern that a lot of people base their life around eventually. Come on. More information is coming out that it is really not healthy for you.
Yeah.
More information is coming out that people get more life dependent on it. Even if you don't get the withdrawal symptoms that you'd get in other things, you tend to feel sad when you're going away from it. You tend to like, what is the point of like, I used to get high and go do this. Now it's not as fun to go do that anymore. A lot of people are really recognizing this in today's culture. I don't have a problem against the substance on a recreational way. I don't care. I get anxious, so I don't. But I don't give a You are obviously in a habit-driven mode,
Well, for
meaning
me,
if
it's
you
just
stop, things would be for you.
It's a part of my daily life. I've
Exactly,
like,
and that is
been
not
for
good.
many years smoking weed, and I think like it is kind of like my medication a little
Girl,
bit.
a month and a half of your income goes to your annual amounts on your cut back budget. Cut back budget, meaning 3 months went to it previously. 3 months of your Starbucks working. Everything makes so much more sense, and I understand why you are completely fried. Fried. What is your portion of rent?
$875.
$875. Okay. Utilities. Your portion of utilities.
Well, I pay the internet and the like PUDs. Is usually it's about $200 a month.
What the fuck is a PUD?
That's like our electric bill. Usually,
oh my gosh,
like our
yeah,
heat.
that's crazy. What's your phone bill?
55.
It's actually not the worst. Again, I would switch to something like helium.
I do. I'm also paying.
How much for public transportation and Uber on a monthly basis? What do we allot to it? A lot. Come on. What can I allot?
$100.
That's
like,
it? Are
That's
you
like
sure?
on the high end for.
I don't know how you'd afford a car
Well-
payment or a car insurance.
Yeah, I think that's like part of the problem for me, especially with all like my payments. Like ideally, I would cut back a lot of the credit card debt, and then I could afford a card payment instead or car insurance.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit gets real expensive. Interest rates aren't great. Car market hasn't fully corrected all the way down. I don't know if it ever will again.
Well, I think I'd be willing to like take out like a loan maybe or
Great. Let's delay the engagement in the business even more. Well done. Life has been so successful. Every loan you've been so good at. Everything's been so well. Yeah, let's keep
like a
going
car
that trajectory.
loan, like
a car loan. That's not any different. It's only on a depreciating asset.
well, I don't really know how it works, but
No I'm not going to explain it because I don't think that's not where we are in this conversation.
Yeah, I
At this
haven't
point,
needed it
we're
so
on the
far.
basic level of literally your minimum two payments for fun are $802.56. It's fucking crazy, dude. Necessary food. You're allowed to contribute $300 to the household food. You're allowed to contribute $100 to the TP fund. This is also makeup. That is your Ulta. That is toilet paper. It is tampons. It is anything and everything you need. Medications on a monthly basis or any medical expenses. What? You said you have therapy?
yeah,
How
but
much you spend on that?
it's actually free
Cool.
through work.
How much medications and everything?
Like $40 on medication.
Okay. Gym?
Yeah, I have a gym
How
membership.
much?
27.
Subscriptions? Do you pay for pet insurance?
I don't pay for it.
Okay. No subscriptions for you. Canceling that bullshit. Certainly don't need it. Oh, your phone bill is 55. I put that in the wrong area. Okay. Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not taken into account yet?
Well,
No. Are you fucking moronic?
that needs to be in there.
Okay. Then with that, go.
I'm willing to cut it, but it has to be in there a little bit.
It's not in there. I'm not
part of
putting
my
it.
fun or like that $100. Like,
Guys, join us for the post show after this. I'm going to at least hopefully try to make progress with her boyfriend talking to her. Hopefully that'll help because after that, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Shut the up. Hammer Financial Score. You. Join us in the post show and make sure you download the Simpler Budget app so your finances don't end up like her and you can take all of our classes bundled together for 15% off. Join the over 10,000 people that have and have changed their financial future. I'll see you guys in the post show. Join below. Come on. It's dumb. She said this is because you enable her.
In a lot of ways,
Oh,
Do you really think it's your fault?
but we're having fun.
Oh, good, they're having fun.
maybe you guys should get married because you guys are both stupid and you're both gonna die in poverty. Let the rest of us watch you die and crumble. But it's fun! You know you guys are addicts.
Yeah.
To watch the financial audit post show, click the join button below.